Civilization is a vulnerable thing, a whim of circumstance.
Let's go home.
This is Frank on Radio Free Villedor. Your neighbor, your city, once more and forevermore. Signing off.
Talk to me, Frank.
Look, we started off on the wrong foot. I'd like to correct that mistake. Have a drink. Yeah? For me.
Frank, I really don't have time for this. I have to find another way to find my...
Just listen.
Walt needs to access that GRE place. You get it? That's why we have to find Matt Pilgrim. He's offering a lot of fucking crystals for what he's got, and a lot of boosters.
Do I have your attention now?
Were those?
Renegades, yes.
But how did you...
The TV station used to be controlled by the military. They did more than just broadcast from there. Thanks to you, we can now listen in on the enemy. It appears that Waltz is looking for the same database you're after.
But the observatory is completely soaked with chemicals.
I have no idea how this GRE crap works, but Waltz sure seems to know. Maybe the observatory's not the only place to access the database.
Is this conversation all you have?
For now. But if we got close to their position and hacked into their frequency, we could collect more intel on Waltz's plans.
How?
The transmission you heard was intercepted near an old military antenna in the wharf, just south of Marchand Lane. If we activate that antenna, it'll boost the signal and we'll be able to hear everything they say. Every syllable. And you'd know exactly what Waltz is up to.
Tell me more about these antennas.
The military installed them on the tallest buildings to blanket the entire city. They're extremely hard to access, but all we need is the one nearest to where those renegades were based. When the signal's stronger, we'll be able to hear everything they say. Now the good thing is, it's the closest antenna to the canteen. You shouldn't have trouble finding it.
It'd be quicker if I could just find him.
You're impatient, I understand. I know what it feels like to have wasted too much time. But you have to tread carefully. Remember, you said Waltz turned the power back on. Then the renegades invaded the central loop. There's something going on. So best to collect as much intel as we can before you confront him.
So, you think Waltz ordered the renegades into the central loop?
Well, until now, the Colonel kept him on a short leash in his stronghold. But the savages we've been seeing lately, what the fuck? Something must have changed.
One of the PKs told me that Waltz is after something called, X-13.
Doesn't ring any bells.
Right, anything else before I get going?
Oh, one more thing. Look at that poster, Aiden. Night Runners used to abide by that creed, live by it. I used to think we were as torn apart as that piece of paper. But the creed still means something. And if you increase the range, I can contact the remnants of the old Night Runners. Some must still be alive.
I see it now. This means a lot to you, doesn't it?
Not just to me, to everyone here. But there's one piece missing. Do you know why I haven't thrown this poster away in all this time? Because of Lawan. When I saw her for the first time, she was maybe, 8, 9 years old. She was barely alive. She looked like she hadn't eaten in a year. And she was trying to help some kids get a crystal back from a thief. The guy was threatening them with a knife. He was twice their size, stronger, and she jumped on him, bit his hand so deep that his screams were heard as far away as Old Villador. After that, she gave the crystal to one of the boys and left. She didn't get anything out of it. She didn't have to risk it. I looked at her and thought, this is all we have left. As humans, we can fight one another. Everybody just for themselves. Or, no matter what, we can stand up for each other. Then I wrote down this credo. That little girl helped the Night Runners become who they were for years. And if we are to be reborn, we cannot do it without her.
Why not without her?
You see, she's a tough one. Maybe too tough. I trained her, helped heal her wounds, but never healed the biggest one. Revenge. She's built a mighty thick wall around herself. Can't seem to let go of her anger. If she doesn't, it could destroy her. I know. Drunk calling the kettle black, right?
I'm in no position to judge, Frank.
Thanks. Lawan's so fucking obsessed with her kill list. She needs to throw that damn thing away.
Otherwise, it'll kill her.
Let's hope she's better fighting them than I am.
What are Lawan's demons?
Almost too many to count. But Satan himself is at the top.
You mean Hakon?
You know him?
Yeah, we've met.
It all came down to the TV station mission. Hakon was against that from the start. Got Killian on his side. He said it was suicide. But I know the truth. The fucker chickened out, plain and simple. Till then, he wasn't just a Night Runner to me. I thought he was leader material. But he didn't have our backs. Tore the Creed in half before he bolted, and with it, tore apart the Night Runners themselves. Fucking coward. Didn't deserve to lick Lawan's boots. Look, I'm starting to get pissed off, and we should focus.
What about Hakon killing Lucas? That took some balls.
Sure, but they weren't his balls, they were Waltz's. Hakon's just the guy's lapdog now. Sit, roll over, assassinate.
That's true. Neutered dogs are even more obedient than they were before.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm on my way.
Then go get him. I'll be on the radio. You remind me of Lawan, before she became obsessed with that goddamn hit list of hers. I'll get ears on the renegades for you. I'll find out what Waltz is up to. I promise. Good day.
Wait, I'm the boss.
Frank is back.
Yeah, I should send him
Whoa.
an
Got some more exciting
It's my
news.
guardian angel.
Blankets.
Guardian angel?
If you hadn't helped with the renegades, I'd be out of work right now, or worse.
Stay tuned.
That's more Matt's doing.
Another message.
Hey, don't be modest.
Meanwhile,
On the house,
enjoy the music.
I'm Nicholas.
So, how do things work in this place?
The fisheye? They work better than anyone predicted when Frank set up shop. 2 days and the peacekeepers will take it over, or the renegades will blow it up. And nobody blew anything up. It's the safest place around by far. Neutral turf. Even bandits come here just to hash out deals over booze. Anyone can relax without the threat of violence. Rivalries are checked at the door. That's a good place to have.
You know Frank well?
Not all military buds well, but well enough to know back then he was a big shot. A Special Forces commando, a night runner, quite the high-ranking mucky-muck. Until one mission, he led people into the television tower. Ended in a massacre. After that, he ditched the uniform and started the fisheye. Took out a new lease on life, but he became a haunted man. Frank relives that tower mission, start to bloody finish every day. The booze helps him get through it all.
I've seen him on a bender. Drinking like that isn't helping him get through anything.
Then imagine what he's like when he's not drinking.
Tell me about Luan.
Frank says women like her were given call signs based on cocktails. Bloody Mary, Margarita Rocks. Luan is hot shit with a hot temper. You do not want to get on her bad side. Cross her once and that's it. Game over.
I gotta go.
Wait. You interested in making a bit of money?
And how would I do that?
It's a simple job. There's a metro station under the fisheye. Used to be UV lamps in the metro that kept the infected at bay, but they stopped working because every tunnel and station is infested.
What happened?
Might be the lamps, but I doubt it. We've replaced them recently.
Maybe something cut the cables.
But what? It's not like the infected bit through them. It'd take a lot of biters to accomplish that. On the other hand, heard a couple stories like that. About infected who work together. Somehow coordinated. As if they're smarter than we think. Once, this guy at the bar told me he fell into a trap. He claimed a group of biters herded him into a dead end in a dark zone, intentionally. They didn't act like a typical mindless swarm. Said he only managed to survive by climbing onto a trash bin to reach a fire escape above the pack. But no, I wouldn't put much faith in that. If that were possible, I think we'd see it more often. Could be a blown fuse. Best bet would be to start at the electrical room.
So, you want me to turn on the lamps?
Yeah, get to the electrical room. For all we know, could just be a blown fuse. If so, you could just reset the main power supply from there. Before you go, got a little something that'll help you out. A house specialty. Guaranteed to warm those biters' bellies. Just a bit of house hooch, a bottle and an old rag. But powerful stuff. Or you can always just sneak in past the biters if you don't want to make a ruckus. Once you turn on the UVs, they'll fry anyway. And you won't end up wasting good hooch.
All right, I'll take care of it.
Aiden, remember to go there after dark.
Move on, Aiden.
Yeah, thanks.
To extend that range.
Killian? A former night runner? Would never have occurred to me. Not in a million years.
Don't leave me alone.
Dignity and peace, brother. You're fighting the good fight.
How am I supposed to live now? This isn't happening. It doesn't make sense.
I hear there are secret tunnels in the metro.
Darling, wake up. They're gone. Let's go.
Nicholas, I'm in the control room.
Nice. Now just find the switch.
Nicholas, the switch didn't work.
Damn it. There's another way. Up for giving it a try?
Let's finish this.
There should be an electrical room with military generators further below. Look for an elevator. Maybe you can go down the shaft.
What are military generators doing in the metro?
Seems the tunnels weren't great for moving troops around the city. Only first they had to clean the infected out. And to do that, they needed a lot of light. That called for a lot of power.
Nicholas, it worked. The generators are up and running.
So the intel wasn't some booze-induced fantasy. Now get back up here. I got some beers on ice with your name on them.
Can't play games with the butcher. We all know he's capable.
Ring's on overload. Calm down.
I'm impressed. Honestly, I didn't expect you to go all the way down.
I finish what I start.
Lawan was right. You're one tenacious son of a bitch. What else can I do you for?
Where'd that chemical gunk I ran into come from?
It was created to fast forward the infection to the terminal stage. Basically kill the infected with a form of premature aging. Wasn't supposed to have any effect on the healthy or recently bitten, like you and me. But it didn't work out that way.
So that's why my biomarker goes crazy when I get near it.
Yep, but that's not the worst of it. Some say the military knew how lethal the stuff really was. Suited them to finish off every last one of us.
Why?
Only the colonel knows, but the old bastard never leaves his fortress. But if you really want to know the truth about the GRE, just check out their labs. They're scattered all over town. Lord, the shit that must have gone down there.
How do you know so much about military installations?
I'm a bartender. I'd get GRE guys in here, incognito of course. Military brass, trying to lie low, even big shot ministers of whatever. After a few generously poured shots, they all had stories to tell. I learned about the Metro generators from the skittish guy in glasses. The retired history teacher type, all buttoned down. Needed to spill his guts to someone. Later, they hanged him for war crimes.
I gotta go.
Thanks, Aiden. With skills like that, you'll find plenty to do around here. But watch what you get yourself into.
Apparently Frank stopped drinking, but I've heard that before.
Let me help you up. Come on. Sweetheart, don't leave me alone.
I thought that Killian was a harmless eccentric.
Monster!
Turns out,
You killed him!
Brother, we know what you're doing for the
This
Peacekeepers.
isn't how
We
the
shall
world-
remember.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Why don't you fuck off with your little friends?
Hey, Frank? That's way up there.
Yep. GRE made them hard to reach for a reason. Keeps them away from the bad guys. But for a guy like you, Aiden, piece of cake.
You gotta be kidding me. Ain't that a bitch? You serious? How? Yeah. No escape now. Here. Get him now. Prepare to die.
Anybody else see? You better don't remember inviting your hand. Ready for this? You're all out. Keep him a lever. Nail the fucking way.
Try this, Marcel.
Have this.
How you like it now, jackass? Almost had you.
Got you now, motherfucker.
What the hell is that?
Your breath stank, man.
Inhibitor container detected.
Bandits want to burn me alive! I need help!
Inhibitor container nearby.
Yeah!
Frank, I got the antenna going.
Okay, let's see what these bastards are talking about.
Gather the guys and head east. Waltz is. We need to meet him.
They're moving, Aiden.
They said they're going to meet Waltz, heading east.
There is another antenna on top of a condominium at the intersection of St. Paul Boulevard and Peach Street, just by the entrance of the main canal. Get it working and we can keep up with them.
Got it.